let's get in and build some rides in RollerCoaster Tycoon Classic for the Nintendo Switch. Using the controls of the Switch make this job a snap. To begin with, I'm going to press the Y button to snap my cursor down to the build menu, and I can simply press the A button to bring up the rides interface. Using the D-pad, I can press down and then left or right to cycle through the different ride options. Makes it very fast and easy. Then I can select a tab with the A button and then press the down button on the left Joy-Con to move into the flyout menu there. Now let's go ahead and grab a spiral slide. Press the A button, and then I can press the down arrow to just snap between those different choice options. So things like include scenery, rotate 90 degrees, and so forth. Those can all be accessed quickly just by using the D-pad to cycle through those. So I can build a custom design, or I can build a pre-selected design. So I've got my spiral slide. I'm moving it around using the left Joy-Con, and I'm moving my camera around with the right Joy-Con. Now, if I want to rotate this building or this ride, I can simply press left or right on the left Joy-Con, and that's just going to cycle it 90 degrees. Makes it very quick. I can go both directions. Easy peasy. If I want to adjust the height, I simply press up or down on the Joy-Con, and that's going to elevate it or drop it down its elevation, getting it wherever I want it to be. And then I don't have it set up for this in this video, but as you're building your parks and building your rides, holding ZL and moving this ride around will allow it to match height with other items nearby. So if you're really trying to match the height of this ride to other things, holding ZL and moving it around might be an option for you. And then to build this ride, simply press the A button, and there you have it. You can use the left Joy-Con to quickly put an entrance and exit around your ride, and then again with the D-pad, move through the available options and quickly open that ride just with the press of a button. Now, ride construction is pretty easy when you're doing simple fixed ride placement, like a carousel, merry-go-round, spiral slide, and so forth. But RollerCoaster Tycoon is about building roller coasters. We put a lot of effort into this process, and I want to talk through some of those controls now. I'm going to press the Y button to get down to my build menu, and press A to bring up the ride construction flyout there. And then I'm going to move to roller coasters. To start, we're going to use a simple wooden roller coaster, and I'm just using the D-pad to cycle through this menu. Tons of options. Pre-built rides that all come with the new release. I'm going to go down to custom design because I'm going to build one out on the fly. If you prefer, you can always move your mouse, or your cursor rather, over this window, and you can use some of the traditional inputs. You can use your D-pad to move through all these different turns, and it's really just there as a convenience or as kind of a nostalgic method for those who prefer to use it this way. But what I want to talk through is the controller shortcuts, as it were, on how to get this done just to maybe a little bit faster and really show off the inputs and controls on Nintendo Switch and what they can offer. Using the left and right D-pad, we can simply rotate the starting track just like we would any other ride. We can press up or down to start that ride's construction higher or lower, and then we can simply press the A button to build that piece of track. If I want to bulldoze this section, I can press the B button, just as easy. Let's build out a few sections of our station platform. Next, I want to start by increasing the slope of the ride. So this is the start of any wooden roller coaster in my mind, and I want to activate this chain lift to pull this car up the slope. So I'll press the A button there, and then I can resume building. So A button a few times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For purposes of this video, we're just going to make a very simple, very tame wooden roller coaster. So I'm going to stop my chain lift there. I'm I'm going to press the down button on the left Joy-Con to flatten out that piece of track. And then I'm going to press A to get on with my building. Now, if I want to turn this track, I simply have to press left or right on the D-pad. So you're going to be using the D-pad quite a lot when you're building these roller coasters. So I'm just going to, let's see, I don't want to turn just yet. Let's say I want to go down first, give it a little bit of a slope and a decline. So instead of pressing left or right, I'm simply going to press down, and that builds a descending piece of track. Let's hit the A button a couple of times here. All right, one more time. Now I want to flatten this out and then lift again. So now I'm just pressing the up button, and I'm going to build this up to say, let's go elevation of 3. There we go. So a nice little drop there and then back up. Now we want to turn. So I'm going to press the right key to turn this track. But if I really want to make it take advantage of my turns, I might want to slope it first. And to do that, or create a bank, I'm going to hold ZL and press the right arrow on the D-pad, and that's going to create a bank. So if you notice, I haven't gone over to my sidebar at all. I'm just building with some kind of quick shortcuts on the controller. Nice looking bank there. Let's go ahead and straighten that out. So I'm pressing the left arrow on the left Joy-Con to straighten that out. And then we're going to do another slope there. So let's bring this all the way down. Now that I'm all the way down and on flat ground, I can hold ZL and press up or down to cycle through special track pieces. So track pieces like S-bend, right, left, brakes, an on-ride photo section, or a water splash can all be accessed using this ZL special options. So ZL and up and down will cycle through those special options. So we're going to put that photo piece of track right there. Then let's say I didn't want that. I want to go back and select the previous track. I can press the left bumper to go back in my building, and I can press the right bumper to go forward. So this is nice if, say, you want to get rid of that piece of track. You can go back and delete it by pressing the B button, and then you can move forward once again. ZL, up or down. There we go. Let's put that back in. I like that after all. One, two, straight. Let's go down. Let's see. Let's move over here. 1, 2, 3. Bank, bank, straight, and there you go. We're going to go back over to our menu to choose entrance and exit. So once you place entrance, it'll auto snap to exit. And there you've got it. So now my ride is all set and settled. There's just one more thing that I wanted to show that I tend to do. Let's say you're looking at your ride, you test it, and you're like, oh my gosh, this piece of track right here, this is the problem. If you hold A on that piece of track, it's going to select it, right? So move over anywhere, hold A, and it'll select it, and then you can right bumper or left bumper. I find that really helpful because when you're doing your tests, you're going to find that your roller coasters sometimes have issues. They can't make it up a slope, or something just isn't quite right, and you want to just change one exact piece of it. So holding A will select that section, and then you can delete or rebuild quickly, and there you go. Pop up to your roller coaster menu, and then you can D-pad over to the red flag to put it into testing mode, or eventually open that awesome wooden roller coaster. There you have it, some ride construction controls for RollerCoaster Tycoon Classic on Nintendo Switch.